My mom always keeps asking me about the question, what is love? When I was 6 years old, I described love as a kind of ice cream or milk chocolate. In my mind, love has a taste of sweet, it is smooth, and you feel happiness after tasting it. I think I have experienced the feeling of being loved and the feeling of loving other people. I have witnessed the birth of my little sister and my little brother. I saw my little sister grow from a newborn to a student from a primary school. I have experienced how my parents care and love us. I also try to take good care of my little sister and my little brother. I am a playmate with them and also an elder sister who can take care of them. I love my school. It provides a great academic atmosphere for us. All my schoolmates are so competitive and has endless passion for study. My middle school instructor has given me a lot of crucial guidance. She boosted my confidence at the first place. She supported me to find my own interests and follow my heart. She alerted me when I was proud.
主要就是这两点，我觉得是他最闪光的地方。一个是他对他人的关爱，第二个是他的思维方式跟别的人不一样。
I love the world we live, and that's why I want to do something related to environmental protection. I have written a personal letter to Chairman Xi Jinping to share my ideas about establishing a public funding website. It focuses on the proper utilization of resources. I hope I can do some my own contribution on environmental protection in the future. Another interesting area for me is about space exploration. Because I love human civilization, I think the research on the space exploration will determine the destiny of entire human species. Our understanding to this universe is one of the greatest accomplishments of humanity, and I want to make my effort on it. I enjoy making dishes for people. During autumn outing, I make cookies and share them with my classmates. I like to cook dinner for my family during holidays. I love being myself. I pursue the things I want to do, and I will try my best to do the best I can achieve. Yes. I'm very proud of my Chinese heritage. I started learning Chinese calligraphy and Chinese painting since kindergarten. And under the influence of my parents, I'm kind of a fan of Chinese tea. We went to the different source land and collect different types of Chinese tea from different locations. Just imagine how amazing it is that there are so many different kinds of teas, and all of them have different taste, a different texture, and different price, and different history. And it's also interesting to learn Chinese painting. The teachers had told me a lot of ways to describe the objects in this world we live. Just like this monkey. I just don't want to explain this now because I think I can share those. I can introduce those Chinese things with my future American classmates. physics is my favorite subject. The main reason is that I think one of the greatest accomplishments of humanity is our understanding to this universe, to this natural world. And I think physics, this subject, has revealed a lot of things for us to help us to understand this universe. But there are still so many things that we haven't known about this universe and all the world we live. And the scholars in physics are trying their best to explore the unknown area. And that's why I love physics. I think this subject is great and will have a great significant influence on human species. The book I recently read is Three-Body Problem, and I love this book. The first reason is that I think this book has reached my expectation to science fiction novel. I think the goal of science fiction novel is that they need to guide people from mundane things to think bigly, to think about this world we live, to think in a large perspective. And I think this book has did it. The author described the journey of human civilization, fight with other alien civilizations, and survive, and how to survive. Another reason for me to love this book is that the author has discussed his understanding to Fermi paradox in his book. In this book, this Fermi paradox is called dark forest theory. I think Fermi paradox is something we need to discuss. And the Fermi paradox is something that will determine the destiny of entire human species or human civilization. My favorite outside activities is related to Chinese culture. I have been practicing Chinese calligraphy and Chinese painting since kindergarten. And I'm also a fan of Chinese tea. I'm able to distinguish over 20 kinds of Chinese tea. And my parents and I went to the source land and collect different kinds of tea from all over China. And there are so many interesting things in Chinese calligraphy and Chinese painting. I practice Chinese calligraphy and Chinese painting every day, and I use like about half an hour or an hour. What else? And I think Chinese painting and Chinese calligraphy and also Chinese tea, all of them have involved the wisdom or the living philosophy of Chinese people. In my friend's eyes, I should be a good cook and a persistent person. You know, I invited my classmates and cooked a huge dinner for them on my birthday. And as a persistent person, I took the subway and bus to get extra golf training since grade 5, when others are sent by their parents. Actually, I don't think I'm a persistent person. I just focus on what I want to do. I think the learning process of golf has influenced who I am. I started receiving the training of golf since grade 5. At the first 3 years, I progressed quickly and won the 5th prize in Shanghai Golf Youngs Tournament. However, after the match, a golf coach told me that if you want to be the top, your swing gesture are not qualified. You start from the beginning. But if you just want to be so-so, you can just continue, and it will not influence your score. When I'm back home, I just cried because that's not my goal. My requirement is to be the best golfer. So, and I don't know how to do. And then I figured out that the original point of playing golf is that to enjoy it. I enjoy everything about golf. I enjoy mid putts. I enjoy my swing. I enjoy bursting on the lawn. So then, and my parents are always support me. They're always on my side. They help me to find a great golf coach, and this golf coach guided me to start from the beginning and change my swing gesture. And after 2 years of hard training, I have changed my swing gesture successfully, and I'm going to participate in a golf tournament in March. Actually, the process of changing the golf swing is really difficult because erasing the muscle memory and remodeling it is extremely difficult for every golfer. But I did it. So this experience is not just about remodeling of my golf swing, but also about remodeling of myself. I become more mature and more persistent on what I want to do.